Okay, this is the studio of AIS Sports TV. In case you are just joining us, I like to give you the story and talk about a dynamic personality. This is, of course, our usual podcast, where we'll give you information about happenings that have done past or presently at the moment. Jurgen Klopp has left Liverpool. He spent 9 seasons at Liverpool, from best to worst. We're going to take a look at the entire 9 season. Jurgen Klopp, who has decided to step down. In his statement, he said he's run out of ideas. He doesn't know what else to do. Again, some seasons have been more enjoyable and trophy-laden than others. However, with disappointing spells also thrown in. Let's take a look at the entire 9 season, how it panned out for Jurgen Klopp. Terrain, are you there? The first season was 2018-2019 season. Uh, what? He finished second on the log that season. He finished second. He had 97 points. He won the UEFA Champions League in that season. That was the 2018-2019 season. He was bundled out of the FA Cup in the third round and the League Cup, which is the Carabao Cup, in the third round. A stunning season saw Liverpool not only win a sixth European Cup, but also accumulate 97 points in their relentless Premier League title battle with Man City. Now, this takes top spot not only because it wasn't COVID affected, but because there was the best performing team the Jurgen Klopp era has won. The second season was in 2019. The best league victory in that particular 2018-2019 was against Newcastle United, which they won 3-2. In 2019-2020 season, which was the second season, champions at last, of course, they won the Premier League that season with 99 points. They were bundled out of the Champions League in the round of 16. FA Cup, they were bundled out in the fifth round. The League Cup, it was in the fifth round. The Club World Cup, they won the Club World Cup. They won the Super Cup that year as well. After 30 years of wait, Liverpool finally set their eyes on the league in 2020. They also won the Club World Cup and the UEFA Super Cup. The quality and mentality of that Liverpool side were a match for any team in the English football history. The best league results that season, Terrain, was a 4-0 victory against Leicester City away from home. In the third season, which was 2021-2022 season, a quadruple chase. They were chasing for 2 games from greatness. They finished second on the log with 92 points that season as well. That's his third season. They were runner-up in the UEFA Champions League to Real Madrid that season. They won the FA Cup. They won the Carabao Cup, defeating Chelsea in the final of those two. Liverpool came within touching distance of an unprecedented winning 4 that season. Unfortunately, they couldn't win 4 as they lost the Champions League and the FA Cup and the league on the last day of the season. Their best win that season was a 5-0 thumping of Manchester United. The fourth season was 2017-2018 season, delivering fun all the way. We're just taking a look at it the way they were. That season, they finished fourth on the log. They had 75 points. They were the runner-up in the UEFA Champions League. That was the year Real Madrid defeated them in the Champions League final as well, where Liverpool, what's his name? Mo Salah had injuries in his hand that year. In the fourth round was where they lost the FA Cup. In the third round, they lost the Carabao Cup. Their best result in that game season was a 4-2 win over Manchester City. In 2015-2016, one of their worst seasons under Jurgen Klopp, they finished 8 on the log. 8 on the log. was one of their worst season. They had 60 points. They were runner up in Europa League that season. Fourth round in the FA Cup and runners up also in the League Cup that same year. Worst season under Jurgen Klopp era for them in that order. Their best league win was a 5-4 victory over Norwich City that season. The sixth one is the one I termed the season where he finished fourth on the log. That's 2016-2017 season with 76 points. They got to the semi-final of the League Cup and the fourth round of the FA Cup. The best league season result was against Arsenal. 4-3 the result was. In 2023-2024 season, a disappointing end to his Jurgen Klopp era. It was not a palatable one. They finished third with 82 points. They got to the quarterfinal of the Europa League, quarterfinal of the FA Cup, and they won the League Cup against who? Against Chelsea this current season that ended. Their best result was a 2-1 victory over Liverpool, over Newcastle United. Well, fake football and injuries galore happened to them in the 8th season of him. That was the 2020-2021 season where they finished third with 69 points. They were bundled out in the round of 16 of the UEFA Champions League. Fourth round is where they lost the League Cup and the FA Cup that season. Their best result in the league was 7-0 thumping of Crystal Palace at the Selhurst Park in that order. Last but not the least, let's go and lowest points in total was in the 5th position in 2020-2023 season. They finished with 67 points. They were defeated in the UEFA Champions League round of 16. They lost the 4th round FA Cup and 4th round Carabao Cup. Their best result was humiliating Manchester United 7-0 that same season of 2022-2023 season. That's the best podcast we can take for today. If you have any comment, any contribution, please drop back to drop it for me. I've been waiting in the comment section for me to hear from you what you feel about this particular man. Jurgen Klopp, 9 seasons spent at Liverpool. I already gave you the details of how the entire 9 season went. My name is Oba. Thank you for listening.